नाम जगत अनया श्री रामचंद्र जी ने भक्तों के लिए मनुष्य शरीर धारण कर अनेक दुख सहकर साधुओं को सुखी किया, परंतु जो भक्त नाम को प्रेम पूर्वक जपते हैं वे बिना परिश्रम आनंद मंगल के स्थान हो जाते हैं। श्री रामचंद्र जी ने तो एक ही अहिल्यातारी नाम ने करोड़ों दुष्टों की कुमति सुधार दी। विश्वामित्र ऋषि के लिए श्री रामचंद्र जी ने तो ताड़का और उसके पुत्र को सेना सहित निःशेष कर दिया। दुराशा को नाम इस प्रकार नष्ट कर देता है जैसे सूर्य रात्रि के अंधकार का नाश कर देता है। श्री रामचंद्र जी ने स्वयं शिव जी का धनुष तोड़ा और नाम का प्रताप संसार रूप भय का नाश करने वाला है। श्री रामचंद्र जी ने दंडक वन को पवित्र किया। नाम ने बहुत जनों के मन पवित्र कर दिए। श्री रामचंद्र जी ने बहुत राक्षस मारे और नाम कलयुग के सारे पापों के नाश करने वाला है। सुगति दीन रघुनाथ नाम धारे अमित खल वेद विदित गुण गात सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम शंकर हरि ओम। शबरी, भीलनी, गृध्रराज और अच्छे सेवकों को श्री रामचंद्र जी ने मुक्ति दी। नाम ने अनेक पापियों का उद्धार कर लिया। यह गुणों की कथा वेद में विदित है। नाम सुग्रीव विभीषण दोनों को शरण रखा, यह बात सब कोई जानते हैं। नाम ने अनेक गरीबों को तार दिया, जिस
Bring that, huh? No, it
Then go see in Bagan Kalago. श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय, जय शंकर की जय, सुरमावती महादेव की जय. Beloved devotees of God, at this time we are about to commence the Antekshti Sanskar of our dearly departed Soogan Jairam. And this is where we are going to pray to our divine all Bhagwan Sri Vishnu, and we are going to pray for our Atman, we are going to pray for our soul. As we pray to our divine all Bhagwan, that may you accept the soul to your heavenly abode. All Scripture tells from him we have come, and eventually to him we will have to return. And so to at this time, I ask everyone to please stand just for a few moments. Standing here symbolizes that today you are standing with this family in their time of bereavement, in their time of grief. And so too, as we commence thinking of that Lord, we pray Bhagavan, may you bless this home, may you bless this family, may you give them the strength that they so need at this best time. Hari Om Mahasri Pavitra Bhagava Sarvasangado Vivaha Yahasmareta Pundarikaksha Samahya Vyandraha Sujihim Om Sriyam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Sunavanti Divyai Savai Verahi Sangha Parakram Upanishadayam Gayantiyam Samaga Om Dhyana Vatsena Targate Manasam Vashyantiyam Yoginom Yashyantam Navirura Sura Sarganam Devaya Tasmai Namo Namaha Om Sri Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Sri Govindaya Namo Namaha Sri Govindaya Namo Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansacharura Maradharam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Mukam Daroti Vacharam Pangum Lamnayani Girim Yatagripadam Vande Paramananda Yamadhavam Om Namo Bhagavate that is the form of our divine Lord that resides over this ceremony. We pray, Bhagavan, do you accept what these sons, they are standing here to perform the final rites, the Anteshti Sanskar. In the Garuda Mahapuran tells when a son stands and they perform the rites for their departed beings, their parents or parents as the case may be, it tells it guarantees the soul to attain mukti or moksha. So for our divine Lord, Shankar Bhagavan granted him a gift of boon that he must be presiding according to these ceremonies. Hari Om Dasarum Sri Vishnura, Sri Vishnura Sri Vishnura, Namah Paramatmane Puram Purushottamam, Adya Sri Brahmi Vidya Par Dhare Sri Shri Sveta, Bharata Kalpivai Vasvatmana Bandhare Ashta Vishati Tame, Kaliyuge Kalipratam Charane Guru Ke Tamburi Pe Sri Srinam Varche, Sri Sitaram Pre Mahave Prakanetrame, Sri Paushemate, Krishna Pakshe, Sri Dashami Tikau, Chaitra Nakshatre, Shobhana Yoge, Vishti Karne, Ravivar, Kalya Rashi, Yajmana, the sun was navigated from the right, take your name. If you have a Rasi name, take that Rasi name. The place where you live, today you are going to perform the Anteshti Sanskar. So pray for Lord Bhagwan Vishnu and all the offerings that you will make here on behalf of your departed mother. Ask Bhagwan Vishnu to accept these offerings on her behalf and help her soul to attain oneness with him. Sri Anteshti Karam, Aham Karishye, Aham Karishyami. Principal Sri Vishnu Bhagavan ki Jai, Krishna Kanyalal ki Jai, Umabhaji Mahadev ki Jai. All the flowers, let's let it be up there. Yeah? You all can have it, please take your seat at this time. Another piece of work. When the soul exits the body is no more. So as a result, we have to now dispose of the body. So what we are going to do, simply we are going to prepare the body for disposal, and when the body reaches at the cremation site, at the grave, that body or that final offering is offered as a purnahuti into that sacrificial fire. And so too today, we are now going to prepare the body for disposal. So here, breakfast symbolic snan. Snan equals to a bath. So we sprinkle water on the body representing snan. Hari Om Sri Adya Mukha Gotrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Mrityu Snane Sholimit Snanam Maya Dhyate To Upadishtatam. Give everybody to sprinkle out those water now. Om Sri Adya Mukha Gotrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Mrityu Snane Sholimit Snanam Maya Dhyate To Upadishtatam. Om Sri Adyaham Bhagotrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Mrityu Snane Sholimit Snanam Maya Dhyate To Pratishtata. Om Sri Adyaham Bhagotrasya Soogan Jairam Pretasya Sholimit Snanam Maya Dhyate To Pratishtata. So this here is a representing of a symbolic bath, and again we take a bath, we put on clothing, the body has already been clothed and so on, and when clothing is placed, one will place various types of ornaments and so on upon their body. So simply we are preparing the body to now present itself to Bhagwan Sri Vishnu as Pariyama Mitri. So after we have offered snan, we have the offering of the chandan and the perfume. As you would notice, the Yajman, the Kamkarat, the doer of this rite, they will be using their index finger to place the tika, the chandan, on the downward direction, right? The reason why the index finger is used is because the pitras, they reside in the pitra tirth, which is between the index finger and the thumb. So when you are doing devata worship, when you are doing devata worship, you will use the tip of the fingers when you are making these offerings, worship of the pitras and so on, index finger. So in the downward direction, both type air. Om Sri Adyaham Gotrasya Soogan Jairam Pretasya Sri Mrityu Snane Sholimit Chandanam. Just touch it on the chandan under the neck. Alright. And take it to Sri both hands. Just touch it both hands. Mrityu Snane Sholimit. For the tape is correct. Mrityu Snane Sholimit Sri Chandanam Mayadhyate To Pratishthatam. Give everyone to touch it to the. If not all the places are based on the forehead alone, please again next finger. Om Sri Adyaham Bhagotrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Sri Chandana Vyadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. After the Sita or the Chandana is placed, we will now have to offer the perfume. The honey. Om Sri Adyam Prabhudrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya British Nami Shorivich Chandana Myadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. Om Sri Adyam Prabhudrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Sri Chandana Myadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. Then we will spread it for him with the perfume. For the elimination, perfume spread the entire body. So, as we perform the ceremony, you will hear and take the name Soogan Jairam because this body now is no more. It has no former's mother or father, brother, sister, whatever the case may be. So, it is referred to by the name. Om Sri Adyam Prabhudrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Gandham Vyadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. After we have already done the perfume, we will be placing the malas around the neck. The thread of the malas, they will be broken, and the breaking of the thread of the mala, it is symbolic of the separation of the soul and the body. And so, as you know, when the soul exits the body, just like that mala, we break it. The beads, the flowers, whatever the mala is made out of, it has no connection again there. And so too, this is the breaking of the connection of the soul and the body, and also the family ties and so on. Om Sri Adyam Prabhudrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Sri Gandham Vyadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. The malas, you will not place the malas. You can layer the mala from down, one under the other, circle it nicely. Om Sri Adyam Prabhudrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Sri Pushpamala British Nami Shorivich Pushpamala Myadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. That's the Om Sri Adyam Prabhudrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya British Nami Shorivich Sri Pushpamala Myadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. Om Sri Adyam Prabhudrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Sri British Nami Shorivich Pushpamala Myadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. After we have offered the Pushpamala, that which comes next is that of the Arti. That will be performed, and then we perform the Arti walking around the Gopan 5 times. Clockwise direction. So you have a chance to walk around together. Afterwards, you stand just a little bit and perform your Arti. Everyone will get the opportunity. Om Sri Adyam Prabhudrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya British Nami Shorivich Myadhyate Prabhupadishtatam. Yam Dware Mahagore Anadhinatam Sabhate Tatra Lokanarthaya Sri Deepoyam Pratigrahyatam Deepoyam Samara Payami. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Vishaya Vikaramitaho Paparo Deva Swami Paparo Deva Shraddha Bhakti Bharao Shraddha Prema Charao Santana Ki Seva Om Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakti Jano Ke Sangat Das Jano Ke Sangat. Stand right there. Om Jai Jagadish पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहो में किसकी, स्वामी शरण गहो में किसकी, तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आश करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। Master Pita Kamera, service to your parents is, there's no word that can describe that. As one who served their parents when they are alive and perform all the necessary rites and rituals possible until when the time of death comes for that child, surely they will attain oneness with Bhagavan. दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे, स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे, करुणास्तबराहो, करुणास्तबराहो, द्वारे परा तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। You can place the other flower in the box of roses there, because we have the pinda to offer now at this time. So the first pinda, and as you will see, we will be offering 5 pindas, and we will be making 5 stocks as we go along the way. And these pindas, simply the body is composed of the 5 elements, and here as we will make these offerings of the pinda, we make the various stops, and these pindas will be broken and thrown in various directions and so on. And simply we are praying that may these elements return once more back to its natural state. Also by breaking up the pindas and throwing it in the various directions, we are praying that may no visage, wood and so on cause any disturbance to this body while we are now performing the rites. Harihi Om Sri Adya Amukha Gotrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Ishtate Pindo Maya Dhyate Topatishtanam. Take your mother's name and just place it by her right hand there, or in her right hand accordingly. If you could then place it in, if not, right on top will do it. Some blood gel in your hands there, right? And some water. Put it in your hand and you'll pour this way. No.
Left hand.
Center of your hand. Right hand. Right. And pour the water there, and then you open the water on the pinda there 3 times. Again, between the pinda there. Om Sri Amukha Gotrasya. Put some water there. Om Sri Adya Amukha Gotrasya Sri Soogan Jairam Pretasya Ishtaltuan Jalasti Maya Dhyate Topatish Tata. Right, very good. Come right back. Give them a good clap and hands. If you all need a chair to sit at any time, we will say we will just provide a chair for you there. You will go down to sit. So beloved devotees of God, at this time, we have now prepared the body for disposal. And now we are going to offer prayer to our divine Lord Bhagavan Vishnu, Sri Krishna Bhagavan, Prabhu Shri Ram, one main manifestation, a different that brings comfort to a home and to a family when someone dies. And one of the illustrations, or the katha, or the story tells, or it speaks of a young woman. She had a child, her only son. And it so happened, this mother, she lost her son. And this mother, at no point in time, she could have come to terms with her son dying. We are living in a world today, and we would hear our parents, grandparents, and so on, they would be saying, you know, when I die, or the reason for having children is the children, they are the ones who have to perform the rites to pray for our soul and so on. But in this case here, if the child died before the mother, and the mother, there's no way she could have come to terms with the death of her son. And that grief went on, and in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, it speaks about grief. What causes the grief when someone dies? What causes the grief when someone dies is the attachment and the love that that person had. So when that one is attached to that person, or I'll say also an object, because this is what is written there, or something, right? When that object or that person or that thing is not around, what happens? We grieve. We grieve for it. And this mother, she at no point in time, she could have come to terms. And one day, someone told her, if you go to that great Gautam Buddha, who is Bhagavan Sri Vishnu himself, that great Gautam Buddha, Bhagavan Sri Vishnu, he would be able to assist, to help you, or bring life back to your son. And many of us, we are like that. When someone dies, we hope and wish that somebody could breathe life or bring life back to that person who had died. And this woman, acting on that advice, she hurried off to the home of that great Gautam Buddha, Bhagavan Vishnu. And going there to the home of Bhagavan Vishnu, she said that, I've heard, O great one, that you have the power to restore, to bring life back to my child. And the answer, which she was eagerly awaiting to hear, is that, yes, I have that power. I can bring life back to your child. And then that great Gautam Buddha said, but before I bring life back to this child, I want you to do me one favor. I want you to go and get me some mustard seed. The woman, she thought to herself, getting these mustard seed, that's a breeze, that's simple and that is easy. And then that great Gautam Buddha stressed, he says, oh great lady, these mustard seed must come from a home when no one had died. Bring these mustard seed. When you get these mustard seed, make sure that no one died in that home. And here, when you bring this mustard seed for me, I'll restore, I'll bring life back to your child, to your son. This woman, with a renewed hope, she set out on that day searching for this precious mustard seed. And here, from home to home, every door she would go and knock upon, the question would be, do you have mustard seed? The answer would be yes. She would feel happy. She would feel, yes, I'm getting this mustard seed. But then the next question comes, have anyone died in your home? And what do you think the answer would be? The answer would always be yes. Someone had died in the home at some given point in time. Death had occurred in that home. And there's no home, right? Or no family you can think about that someone never died. In our scripture, it speaks and says, this earth which you live upon is referred to Mrityu Lok. In Sanskrit, Mrityu refers to death. So it is a region, so we will hear about the different lokas, Vishnu Lok, the region of Bhagavan Vishnu, Swarga Lok, the heavenly regions, Brahma Lok, Shiva Lok. But this Lok, this region, is referred to as Mrityu Lok. Mrityu refers to death. So anything, according to our scripture, that takes birth upon this earth, it must die. And not only humans, plants, trees, and so on, animals, every single being must die upon this region of Mrityu Lok. And this woman, as she would go door to door knocking, the mustard seeds would be present there, but someone had died. She searched the entire day. She didn't want to give up, She didn't want to give up the entire day, but sadly, at the end of the day, searching the entire village, no mustard seeds. No mustard seed. But then this woman now, she went back to the great Lord on Buddha and she says, well, you sent me in search for these mustard seeds, but every home I would go, someone had died. And then that Lord said to her, at once you take birth, Jatasi Guruvami Tudurvam Bhagavad Gita speaks, Janama Vettasya Chatasmaram Apaharati Natham Sochitamarasi. That once you take birth, that is certain, that would come. That would come. And when you die, what is inevitable is birth will come again. And this is what our scripture has it written. This is what our scripture has it written. And so too in our scripture as it continues to speak. So that is one illustration where a woman or she came to understand that death is certain. That is an inevitable part of life. So many of us would say, you know what, if I had known I would have done something to prevent death from occurring. Can you prevent death from occurring? That's the next question. Because many a times we will say, someone is at home, and when that person is at home, you, at some given time, say, I want you to go to the supermarket for me. And that person gets up and they go to the supermarket. But then you get the news that that person gets an accident and died. Then you will say to yourself, if I had known I wouldn't have sent the person, I could have done without that. But whatever is written and whatever is ordained, there's nothing that you can do to change that. And there's also another illustration from that said Mahabharata again, speaks about this. And it speaks about one day Lord Shiva, he was having a gathering or a meeting, and having this meeting, he now sent out an invitation to all the gods. And as the gods had received this invitation, first to arrive was Bhagwan Vishnu upon his vehicle, his Vahan, who was Garud. And when he arrived there, Bhagwan Vishnu, he unmounted from Garud, and here he went into the quarters of Lord Shiva. Garud, he stood outside, so I'll tell you, Garud is an eagle. And here, as Garud stood outside, Garud, he was now marveling at the beauty and the splendor that surrounded upon the mountain or the Mount Kailash. And marveling there at this beauty and the splendor, he looked across and he saw a little Panchi. A Panchi is a bird. And seeing this bird, he was thinking to himself, how great God is, how good God is, to create all these beings, from the tiniest of creature to the largest of being or creature you can think about. And while he was thinking this, or thinking about the beauty and the splendor that surrounded, same time, Yamdev arrived. Yamdev is the god of death, as we know, or the Dharmaraj. And when Yamraj or the Dharmaraj arrived there at that moment, Yamraj, for that one given moment, he took glance at that Panchi, that bird. And Garud, he's observing what is going on, what is taking place. And Garud, he now thinks to himself, that one little glance that Yamraj took upon that bird, he knows now that death of this bird is going to come. And many a times before that comes, we will get many signs or signals, as the case may be. Right? Many of us will have our own experiences about that. And I've heard people say, when that is going to come, you will hear the owl will screech. Right? Some people call it or refer to as a jumpy boy. I just saying what people are saying. Right? You can hear the owl screech. Right? Some people have their different experiences. Some people say when they see a dog digging around the home, that is having a signal that is going to come. So we have different understanding to that, right? I won't tell you what is my understanding. I don't really have that. Here, as he continues to speak, it tells now, at that moment, when when Yamraj glanced at that bird, here, as our scripture tells, Garud knows to himself that that is going to come. That is going to come. So he says, I'm going to save the life of this bird. So what Garud did? Garud swooped down, he snatched this little bird in his claws, and he carried this bird deep into the dense forest. And he says, he found a stream, he placed the bird just by the stream. He says this bird will get food, he will have water, right? It has some rocks there to get up to shelter, whatever it may be. And Garud, he came back. And here he sat there and he waited. And while waiting now, the meeting finished. And here, when the meeting finished, to emerge from that meeting now was Yamraj, the god of death. And when Yamraj came out of that meeting he looked in the direction where the bird was sitting, but he didn't see the bird and he was smiling. And while he was smiling, Garud now, he was a little puzzled. And he wants to know now, when Yamraj comes, he looked at this bird in such a manner, but now he comes out, he looks, the bird is not here and he is smiling. I wonder why. So Garud says, I'm going to talk, I'm going to speak to Yamraj or Dharmaraj. Garud goes and he says, Yama, one question. When you arrived here at the meeting, I saw you look at this Panchi, this bird, and you was a bit puzzled. But here you went into the meeting and you came back out and now you are smiling, the bird is not present here. Can you explain this to me? And Yamraj said to Garud, he said, Garud, when I came here to this meeting, I saw that the death of this Panchi, this bird, is going to occur at any given moment now. But here I was now wondering how this little punchy, this bird, is going to fly in such a far land or deep into the dense forest. Because I saw that the death of this bird is going to occur in the forest by a stream next to some rocks. And where these rocks are, there's a python that would now take the life of this bird. And here when I came, I was wondering how this little bird will fly so far in such a short space of time. You see? This has already been ordained, this has already been written there. And there's nothing, sometimes we fall into that same position, right? And ask a question, have you ever think for yourself, you're going to help somebody, and instead of helping them, it causes them more distress? You go to help somebody, but it causes a lot more distress. Somebody cooking the food, they want to tell you, you're going to help them cook, but them done some salt, everything, and you say, alright, and you add more salt, and you add more everything, and you create a disaster, right? You went with a good intention, yeah. You went with a good intention. And sometimes this is how life is structured. Whatever is ordained, whatever is written there, there's nothing that you can do to change that. There's nothing you can do. Do you think that the action that Garud performed, right? You think about this or not? Do you think that the action that Garud performed, he listened for that action? There's no way Garud will have to carry sin for that action. Because that was Garud's duty. All of us have a duty upon his duty. And that was the duty of Garud. He had to perform that action. And his question comes, a doctor. The doctor pulls the blood on someone. Do you think the doctor will face the sin of that? I want you to think about it now. I was going to say. So yes, there's no way. That is a duty. And each and every one of us have a duty. Likewise, our beloved mother would. Practically, on Thursday I was here, I was speaking to Clara. I said, I've known Moy all my life. All my life. Right? And if I could describe Moy, and if there's anything I could say about her, it's only one word. Perfection. That's all. And there's nothing more I can say. And when I say perfectionist, and as I was telling her, if she puts her plant pot there, and she walks in and she finds that it's not looking how it's supposed to look, neat or straight or however they see it, she'll go back and fix it. I spent a few years working in this factory now. In the mornings when I'd be coming up, right? She had already taken care of her home, and here she's going into the garden. She's going into the garden. When we are going to take lunch, she's now coming back down from the garden. Everything must be in order. There's not much I can say about what that is right. And then also if I could use person to describe others, I would surely use that character from the Ramayana to share with you. She was truly a ship. Anyone can come to our home, you must get something to eat or drink, any given day, any given time. She had many customs and many traditions on a Thursday. A custom and tradition was the cook, so we had to take bread food, right? Chana and aloo and cake and everything. Right? Everything full of that was that tradition on a Thursday. And everyone must come. Everyone, no matter what, you must come and have something. And this is the custom, the tradition, the values and so on that they do. There's a sense that when we are blessed with this human body, this human good, we use it to practice sadhana, do good. We serve humanity, we serve mankind. Right? And only through that practice of sadhana, that which will come, is the goal of human existence. And that which is referred to as meditation. Some people refer to as unity. Some school of thought speak about it as daily adults. So this morning we are all fortunate to sit here to come and pay our respects. As the members of the Devi family, we pray to our divine Lord, Vishnu to guide the soul of our beloved mother, to attain oneness. And to guide that soul according to our scripture, Haridranam, 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 Eva Kevalam. Follow last day, Haridranam. In the age of Kali, there is no other way than by the name of that God. Just by his name alone, mankind can attain salvation. Just by his name alone. Bhajale Hari Govinda, Bhajale Krishna Mukunda, Bhajale Hari Govinda, Bhajale Hari Govinda, Bhajale Krishna Mukunda, Bhajale Hari Govinda. भजन करो सत्संग से रामायण बेगाना, भजन करो सत्संग से रामायण बेगाना। इस संसार के माया में संभल संभल भगन रामा, संभल संभल भजले हरि गोविंदा, भजले कृष्ण मुकुंदा, भजले हरि गोविंदा। काम क्रोध मद लोभ का ध्यान में कभी मिलाना, काम क्रोध मद लोभ का ध्यान में कभी that when I came here to perform the little guitar reading for her, I sang her bhajan for her just to remind her that only through the name of our Lord alone, just by chanting that name constantly, Yam Yam Vapi Smarnam Bhavam, Tejate Ante Kalevaram, constantly thinking of our Lord, chanting of his name, you shall return to him. Sri Krishna Bhagavan ki, you have to come off that flower and take off from there. If you like to take a seat, you could at this time. At this time, I would call upon one of the grandmothers, Sarah, and Sarah has a little dedication, right, to the grandmother. And after Sarah finishes, Sarah knows who will be speaking next. So I would ask her to do a little chair from here on.
We will start off with Kavita. Kavita has a poem to dedicate to Moy. Kavita. Sit down, everybody. Our beloved grandmother, we just want to say to you that we love you. And with the gift of years comes the treasure of knowing that there are many who love you dearly. The memories you've made with us will last forever. The tenderness you've made with us, you've shared with us, will never fade. The most wonderful gift you could ever give is a special part of you that now lives in each of us. And the truth your love has taught us can only be strengthened by the gift of time. For where roots grow deep, memories grow forever. Thank you, Kavita. Now I call on Videsh. Videsh has his dedication to Moy.
Sit down, everybody. So many children and so many grandchildren. grandchildren asked to say a few words about Moy and get a compilation of it. So our parents gave us life. Our grandparents gave us a sense of who we are and where we came from. My grandmother was an incredible matriarch. Really, she was the regional leader in our family. She baked and cooked and babysat. She was always present and was a part of our everyday lives in such a tangible way. She always had herself on a place neat and clean. She always called us seeds every time we passed by. I was always amazed that a little bit of food could feed so many of us. I remember Moy always giving me money and always cooking something for us when we would go to visit her. She was a perfectionist. She dedicated to her Dharma and made sure to pass it on to her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Money can be squandered and property ruined, but what we inherited from our grandma cannot be changed, destroyed, or lost. It is permanent and it keeps her from becoming just a wonderful memory. It allows her in so many ways to remain just as alive as always, alive through us. There have been and will be times in our life when situations arise where we will want so much to talk to her, to be with her, or to ask her just what we should do. I hope that when those times come, we can begin to look to each other and find that part of her that she gave us to each of us. Maybe we can learn to lean on each other and rely on each other the way we always knew, the way we could with her. Let us all lead by example and continue her legacy of loving each other and being there for each other as Moy would. Don't wait until it's too late. Maybe then she won't seem quite so far away. Moy, the mold was indeed broken when you came into this world 91 years ago. Thank you so much for all your love, attention, kindness, compassion, food, treats, and everything else you have left with us. We all love you very much. Everyone should be so fortunate to have an incredible role model like our grandmother. Although she had her own challenges, she was a shining example of love and integrity for our family. Her strength lives on all of us. Her strength lives on in all of us. Let us make her proud by honoring her memory and living a life like this. Our family lost a matriarch, but having gained a nature.
Thank you, Dinesh. Now, this tribute is from Mommy, her eldest grandchild. I'm not the eldest, Mommy is. So this tribute is to Moy from her eldest grandchild, Mommy, who could not be here physically today. However, she wanted to pay tribute to her beloved Moy, Nanny. She was an incredible woman who brought so much love and happiness to everyone around her. With the gift of 91 years comes the wealth of knowing and abundance of intelligence which you have passed on for many generations. You have left us a great legacy with a huge and beautiful family, and I hope this family you cherish and love will continue your legacy. It is not an easy task to fill your shoes, but all of us need to do our part to keep your memories alive. The memories you've made with each and every one of us will last forever. The most wonderful gift you have given us is that special part of you that now lives in each of us. It didn't matter where I went, I always had fond memories of visiting you. I'm so glad I was able to spend these last few days with you to feel your warmth, hold your hands, give you kisses, and take your blessings. I shall, for the rest of my life, remember these cherished moments. You weren't like other grandmothers who let their age impact their way of life. You continued doing the things you loved until the very end. Always active, always vibrant, and always ready to bring a smile to our faces. Grandma, your full life touched so many. You will never be forgotten. I will always have fond memories of you, Moy, and you will forever live in my heart. So this is a dedication from Mommy to Moy. Sit around, everyone. Oh. Okay, so her other granddaughter from Canada, Michelle, sent something, so Kavita is going to read on Michelle's behalf.
and the concern that she had for all her grandchildren. I will miss her presence and will learn to find peace in the fact that she is always looking down, guiding and wishing the best for all of her children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and the great-great-grandchildren. She has left behind so many memories and stories that will live on through the family. I am forever grateful and thankful that in this life, you are my grandmother. As your journey continues, I pray that your soul continues to be at peace and ease.
Thank you very much to the grandchildren for giving that dedication. And again, we spoke a little about many other times when it comes to a funeral, we will hear and the eulogy. The eulogy deals with the life and times of that departed person. Like I was telling them, myself, if you were to write a eulogy of Moi, the 13 days longer might meet us here, right, writing, because her life is a lifetime. Put it in that way. With us here, we have Pandit Vishal, and Pandit Vishal, his father, the late Pandit Sundar, was also affiliated with this whole of his family. So I'll ask Pandit Vishal to come and give a few words, a blessing, to pray for his soul. Also his beloved mother is here. Pandit Vishal, I'll ask you to say a few words to bring blessings to this atma, to the soul, this family.
प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय। So as we put our hands together, we meditate upon Sri Krishna Bhagavan for the welfare and the atma of this matriarch of this home, this mother of too many. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha Ananyashtintayanto Mam Ye Jana Pariyupasate Tesha Nithyavayuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham Sarvadharma Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tva Sarva Papebhya Mokshayishyami Ma Sujaha Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhote Dhruvane Tirmatir Mama Dhruvane Tirmatir Mama Dehinosmin Yata Dehi Kaumaram Yauvanam Jara Tatha Dehantara Praptihi Dhirastatra Namuhyate Matras Parshastu Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukha Dukkadaha Agama Pahina Nityaha Tam Sitikshvasva Bharata Tam Sitikshvasva Bharata Prem se bolo Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Raga Pandit, family members, friends. Antyeshti Sanskar is one of those ceremonies that you see quite a bit of support. And it is critical because in this time it can be a very confusing time. It can be a very vulnerable time. And whilst we may attend many funerals, when it comes to our homes, it's somehow different. Antyeshti, by the word itself, it means the last sacrifice. Ishti, sacrifice, and ant meaning last. The last sacrifice, the last sanskar that is being done on behalf of our mother, our grandmother, and different roles that she would have played. And through our dharma, there are 16 main sanskars that are performed. But through everything and through life, Sri Krishna Bhagavan is telling Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he's saying, Matras Parshastu Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukha Dukkadaha Agama Pahino Nityaha Tam Sitikshvasva Bharata. The key word in that verse, he's saying Tam Sitikshvasva Bharata. He's saying, Sri Krishna Bhagavan is telling Arjuna, be tolerant. Be tolerant. So this world of duality will carry us like a pendulum from side to side. It will give us sickness, it will give us health, it will give us poverty, it will give us wealth, it will give us winter. That's the word, Shitoshna. Shitoshna is summer and winter. Sukha Dukkha, happiness and distress. So he's saying that this world of duality comes in twos. That is how it is, death and birth. But throughout this journey, tolerance is the key word, is the watchword of Bhagavad Gita. Samatvam, balance, titikshasva, tolerance in every circumstance. So as Mama would have journeyed for a long time, 91 years. We don't know if we can reach it. I woke up that hill, I say, not me. Not me at 91. But it tests us. But life in number of years doesn't necessarily gives the knowledge that is required. It's very good to live. Very, very good to live. But through this journey, we must keep learning from every experience, because we don't know if we have the luxury to live to that age, to be able to develop the experience. We may not know. So every moment, we must learn from that experience, and in that way, we'll be able to develop tolerance and balance in all our undertakings. Prem se bolo, Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Also, I know there's a reason why I was standing outside, catching your breath. Beloved of God, we have with us also Pantamita, and we're going to again say a few words with his blessings accordingly.
Firstly, let me express condolences to the family. Fortunately enough, I had the privilege this year to perform puja for Auntie. I believe it was her birthday. We was here, we celebrated her birthday. And after puja, speaking to her, she said that, I was telling her, well, next year we will celebrate again. She said, Babs, I'm ready to go. I live enough, I'm ready to go. And listening to what everyone said, we can attest to that she lived her life. If you look at the family, you would see that she did well. They were always loving, they were always together, they were always in their religion. When you listen to what everyone said, she always did what she had to do. She fulfilled her purpose upon this earth. Right? The Ramayana tells, by great merits we are here, right? But what we are here for, sadhana dhamma moksha karadvara, to perform sadhana. That is the purpose of the soul getting this human body, to do what we need to do to obtain that of moksha, one with God. As you know, we join in prayer, ask all of you to clap hands as we join in prayer. We ask that Sri Krishna Bhagwan bless that soul which will now be traveling. We ask that forgive whatever mistakes were made, whether knowingly, unknowingly. No one is perfect in this world. We all make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. But we ask that Sri Krishna Bhagwan forgive those mistakes and allow, if possible, that soul to obtain moksha. Hari Om Adhuram Madhuram Varanam Madhuram Nayanam Madhuram Asitam Madhuram Hridayam Madhuram Gamayam Madhuram Madhuraripate Akhilam Madhuram Vachanam Madhuram Charitram Madhuram Vasanam Madhuram Bhavitam Madhuram Charitam Madhuram Brahmitam Madhuram Madhuraripate Akilam Madhuram Vinura Madhuro Renura Madhura Panira Madhura Pahadha Madhura Nityam Madhuram Sakyam Madhuram Madhuraripate Akilam Madhuram गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तविकं मधुरं मधुरारिपते अखिलं मधुरं करणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं रमयं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरं मधुरारिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुरारिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुरारिपते अखिलं मधुरं. Everybody, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prem Sarva Srivendra Vandhiraya Ki Jai.
We have one more speaker who is here, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, who is here, I'll ask you to come and say a few words on behalf of the members of the family as well.
Thank you, Panditji, the Jairam family, and the sympathizers, all friends, so many of you here will indicate how you revered the soul that is resting, the body that is resting in the coffin. Now, life, whether it's a rebirth or now, has one entry. You enter one time and you exit at one time. And in between the entry and the exit is a journey. And in that journey, you will gather all different type of experiences. You don't only have nice experience, but you will have bad ones, good ones, and so on. But you have to know how to handle it. How are you going to handle it? We have heard so many of the speakers there, and they have almost covered everything. So I don't want to repeat. But I just want to tell you, I have known this family for a very, very long time before the children started to be born. And I know all the brothers and the sisters, 15 of them. And I know when Bull and Kobral came by me to tell me to say something. And then I remember when Bull left me, say, I wonder why the mother or the father put his name Bull. You know, there must be a reason. And I will ask Bull to tell me afterwards. Right? So the thing there, it is that Soogan, and I call her Soogan, right, because we know each other very, very, very well, didn't get here by mistake or by luck. She had a perseverance, a determination, a will to accomplish all that she had accomplished. She didn't put the clothes to wash in the tub and pray to God to say, wash the clothes for me. She knew God had given her all the attributes of strength and so on, and the will to do it, and she got up and she did it. When I spoke to Bull, and Bull said, you know, so many children, my mother has to get up and cook. You could imagine the amount of roti she has to make in the morning, right? When she started to put roti on the table, so you can't see the other fellow on the other side. It's so high, right? So you could imagine the labor that went into it. And the thing is that when she had finished cooking, no matter what she cooked, it tastes so nice, they told me. It tastes very good, they become accustomed to it. And you know why? In her cooking, she put love in her cooking. That was one of the ingredients. Not the garlic and the pepper and the this and the that more so, but more so the love that she placed in it. And things was not always good. When speaking to the son, Bull especially, he told me, when things are bad, Ma used to say, you know something, she make a roti and she say, all you go, she always had garden, get some pepper, make some pepper choker and eat roti and pepper choker. And it tasted good. Don't mind it better, it tasted good. And when she was a perfectionist, as one speaker mentioned, she took care of her cattle. And I always warn her when she come by me, Soogan, why do you mind cattle at this age? And the cattle throw you down, she say, better it's throw me down already, you know. She throw me down already, she run quarreling with me, and she tell me to let go this cattle mining. And you know what I had to tell them? He said, I love to mine the cattle. I love to get the milk. And I take the milk and I make dahi. And Bull was telling me and Kubral was telling me the dahi that she made came out like cheese. You could cut it, not too much water in it. So that is the purity of the dahi, which is the reflection of the love and the purity of her heart. And this is what you have to admire in a person. Right? I have to forgive me, I can't remember everything and I don't like to write down things, but as it comes to me, I will relate, right? One of the things that she has, and I would want the relatives to really, when we talk about legacy, Ma left us this and Ma left us that and so on like that, whether Ma left you all kind of material thing, that will finish. The thing that Ma that left you and want you to keep is that beautiful smile that that lady had when she was alive. And let me explain to you why I tell you that. A smile is not like the smile where some politician will give you and want to kill you in the morning. The smile is a genuine, loving, caring smile. And that is a smile. And you know something what a smile is? A smile is a gift from God, given to you from the depths of your heart, and which you have in the depths of the heart. And when you smile, that smile could conquer anything. It is more effective than the gun a fellow will want to shoot you with. You have a fellow vexed with you, and do you all kind of a thing, and you give him a nice smile, you disarm that person right away. That was Soogan. That was Soogan, always smiling. And I saw her on a regular basis when she come with her children to do their birth certificate and other little businesses and so on. I'm a justice of the peace in the area. So we interact very, very frequently. Very frequently. And one of the sons, Bajin, I know he's here, Bajin? Bajin used to be by me every weekend. Every weekend with my son, children, and them playing cricket and football and all kind of things. Right, but the fact remains again that Soogan was not one to say just to pray to God to get this and to get that and to get that. God gave us everything already. He gave us everything already. All He has to do is give us the attribute, the discipline and the will to achieve it, what you're given. To take it and get it. Put out your hand. It is there. It is there. Nobody could add to the richness of the universe again. And Soogan was a doer. She cut up, she did, and she get. So all that Soogan has wasn't there by mistake or by luck. She worked for it. She sweated for it. She and her husband. And of course she would have had the help of her children when they grew up and they could lend a hand. And the thing is there, let us not keep on saying we praying for this and they be doing good deeds, say all different kind of things in words. We have to do it. She acted. She was a lady of action. Just imagine nearly in the end of her life, she was still milking, getting the milk cattle to make dahi, milk, maybe coconut oil and so on like that. Do you think it's a joke to grind coconut, to turn pot in the heat, etc.? This lady did it. She had the will to do it. And that is what she should do. The children who coming up, that is that ingredient that she really left for you. Not the gold piece, not the wristwatch, not that and so on like that. Immaterial. Those material things are immaterial. And that is the lady there that set an example. When you hear the word the legacy that he has left will live on as long as you, the children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, you infuse them, you put those attitudes and attributes and virtues in them. So while they live their life, while they have their life, that journey of life, coming to, it's like a river. You start with one, you get all kind of a pollution in the way people do this to you, they do that to you, they abuse you, they tell you this, they help you. You could sail on the river, but in the end, you're going to go out in the wider ocean. And when you go into the wider ocean, when the Pandit talk about moksha, and I would say you have entered nirvana. You are not lost in the wide ocean. You have joined the wide ocean. And this is the important factor. That is the important factor. And I also remember living in a world as we are living in now, with all the crime and all the dishonesty that is practiced all around us. Don't take that. Don't take that. Soogan, who lies in that coffin there, reminds me of what I've read, and I have read all the books. I can't remember all, but I've read all the books. And remind me of the lotus flower. The lotus flower growing in a river, in a pond, not too nice water, etc. And she was able to extract all the goodness surrounding there, and bloom into the beautiful flower that is the lotus. Can we imitate that? Can we do like that? Or are we so taken up with material things in life, and it's only when we come to the end of the line, then we remember God and we remember the divine being. But I'm telling you, no amount of prayer that we can do will send her to where she ought to go. We know where she's going because of the life that she lives. The prayer that we have to do now is for ourselves. Give us the will, the determination, the spirit. Let us have the spirituality to take from her that spirituality, incorporate that in our being, and practice it. That is the important thing. To practice what she has left for all of us. If we are not practicing it, it becomes words on the pages of a book. You could flip the pages and read it, and that's that. Like some people, you're doing a lesson, you're doing a lesson, oh yes, I do it already, and they turn the page and they're done with it. You have to incorporate it within you. Incorporate it within you. And that is the important thing. So, I am sure the life that she lived, she will attain moksha. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles. Everything that Mr. Charles said, I can safely second everything that he said. Speaking about it, that he and even my thoughts on, having 15 children, the amount of roti she has to make. Sometimes we have to beg home, make a roti. Then my wife to make one roti sometimes, But thinking the amount of roti and all these things that she has to make, and when he spoke about the dahi, making her own dahi. As I said, I've been in puja however long, and for her puja, she must make her own dahi. She would not want buy. And when she makes that dahi, that must be used for the puja. Right? And many other things, taking the pains, taking task of making the coconut oil, all these things. I can safely tell you I've seen all this. So at this time, I know there are many of you who would like to pay your respects in whichever way you would like to, offer flower or do aarti, whichever may be. So you all will be invited to do so at this time, and while you all are paying your respects, you can have the, I'm not seeing the members of the group, but if they are there, they can sing a bhajan or two in the meanwhile, while you all pay your respects.
Welcome everyone. My friend, it is said, at the time of death, he who thinks of me will surely come to me. There is no doubt about that. and even at that moment, Soogan Jairam could not have remember or utter the name of Sri Krishna. We, the family, will do some chant and help Bhagavan Krishna to help Soogan Jairam and forgive her for the wrongs she has done knowingly and unknowingly or solitude, and help us to move in oneness with him. Namah Mata Pita Charanam Namah Vidya Pradayakam Diksha Guru Vande Vande Guru Parapurana Hare मन पर नित्य कलैया है, ऐसे ही घन श्याम को, ऐसे ही घन श्याम को ओम शांताकारं भुजक्षेत्रं पद्मनाभं विश्वधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं सुधारं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगविद्यासंगं विष्णुभवनं सर्वलोकनाथं असतो मा सत्य तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं we are really received from the darkness of life, from the darkness of ignorance, we are come to light. And that, O Lord, help that soul of Soogan Jairam to be and merged into oneness with you. Loka samasta pinavayatu, Loka samasta pinavayatu, Loka samasta pinavayatu. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat, Hari Om Tat Sat.
I want everyone to sing. Take the joy of the brother. Everyone here will sing and show. Just sing and if you forget the highway, people will able to hear some voices. Together, collectively we will join together. Jai Krishna. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Yogi Yoga. Jai जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे, जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे, जीवन की तृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा जो तुम्हें जाए जीवन की तृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा जो गाए कृष्णा कृष्णा जब मेरो कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा जो नाम बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा जब मेरो मन जागे अनियारा बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा मन जागे अनियारा बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे जीवन में कृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 जिसे को मिले ना मेरा सुख का परम क्या जाने जो नाम है कृष्णा कृष्णा धर्म क्या माने जिसे को मिले ना मेरा सुख का परम क्या जाने जो नाम है कृष्णा कृष्णा धर्म क्या माने चाहे अगर दुखियारा बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा चाहे अगर दुखियारा बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 तोड़े दिया टकरा कर तोड़े दिया का तेरा घोड़ा जगती है जब मेरो का तेरा तोड़े दिया टकरा कर तोड़े दिया का तेरा घोड़ा जगती है जब मेरो का तेरा तेरे का है मारा मारा बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा तेरे का है मारा मारा बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे जो तुम्हें जाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा
विष्णु भगवान की जय कृष्ण भगवान की जय सुलभवती सब everyone please stand just for 2 moments and we will join in closing prayer so that you know everyone. For those of you who did not or was not afforded the opportunity as there to pay a last respect, when we are finished there you will still be allowed about 5 minutes to do so before we will be going to the show of peace have our final disposal or cremation. So we clasp hands and feet of our Lord as we pray. Hari Om. Itna tu karna Swami, jab pran se nikle, Govind naam lekar, jab pran se nikle. Itna tu karna Swami, jab pran se nikle. ये तो गंगा जी का तट हो, यमुना का तट निकट हो। ये तो गंगा जी का तट हो, यमुना का तट निकट हो, और सावरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तू करना स्वामी, thinking of that Lord Prabhu Sri Ram. In this home, this family spent many years in performing Ramayana Yajna. This home, Prabhu Sri Ram, he is one of the Pradhan, one of the main deity to this home, to this family. And here we give some praises to that Lord Prabhu Sri Ram to have compassion and to have mercy upon her soul. Sri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuvana Harana Bhavaya Harunam Navakanjalochana Kanja Mukha Kanja Parakanjarunam Kandara Payaganita Mita Chabinavani Patapithamanaho Taritaruchi Sujinomi Janaka Sukavaram Sri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Arana Bhavaya Darunam Navakanjalochana Kanja Mukha Kanja Bajudina Bandhu Dinesha Danavadetya Vanshadikandranam Raghunanda Ananda Kanda Kosha Chandra Dasharatanandanam Sri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Arana Bhavaya Darunam Navakanjalochana Kanja Mukha Kanja Parakanjarunam Sira Mukta Kundala Tirakasharu Udarayam Gamibhushanam Ajalu Puja Sharacha Padarasam Ramajitakaratushram Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Arana Bhavaya Darunam Navakanjalochana Kanja Mukha Kanja Parakanjarunam Kirti Bharati Tulasi Dasa Shankar Shesha Muni Manaranjanam Mama Hridaya Kanjani Vasa Kuru Kamari Kaladara Ganjanam Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Arana Bhavaya Darunam Navakanjalochana Kanja Mukha Kanja Parakanjarunam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Om Anadani Dhano Deva Shankachakravadata Akshaya Pundarekamsham Preta Moksha Pradho Bhava ओम मतसी पुष्पासमाकाशं पीताभासमुञ्चितम् ये नमस्कृत्य गोविन्दं नामतेशं विरदेवयम् ओम कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालो त्वं गतिनां निर्वह संसारसारमगलं प्रसिद्धा पुरुषोत्तमः ओम अयोध्या मथुरा माया काशी गञ्च्यवन्तिका पूरे द्वारे मोक्षगया सप्तधामं स्थितो भव सप्तधामं स्थितो भव ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते त्वमेव माता पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रव्यं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव तत्सत् प्रेतात्मा शांति ओम तत्सत् प्रेतात्मा शांति ओम तत्सत् प्रेतात्मा शांति राम नाम सत्य राम नाम सत्य राम नाम ओम सर्वगति है ओम श्री विष्णुवे नमः श्री विष्णुवे नमः श्री विष्णुवे नमः So this brings us to the end of our ceremony here.
Ciao everybody. Jai Govinda Gopala Manmohan Shyam Kanhaiya Muralidhar Gopala Ghanshyam Nand Ke Lala Jai Govinda Gopala Manmohan Shyam Kanhaiya Muralidhar Gopala Ghanshyam Nand Ke Lala जगपालक तू रास रचैया गोवर्धन गिरिधारी कितने नाम तेरे नटवर तू सावर कृष्ण मुरारी जगपालक तू रास रचैया गोवर्धन गिरिधारी कितने नाम तेरे नटवर तू सावर कृष्ण मुरारी मोर मुकुट मनहर वक्त बलिहारी है भगवाला मुरलीधर गोपाला घनश्याम नंद के लाला जय गोविंदा गोपाला मनमोहन श्याम कन्हैया मुरलीधर गोपाला घनश्याम नंद के लाला तू ही सागर में रमत
जिंदगी है वो दिन कमीना